For all you DVD aficionados, or those out there who are just curious and want to watch the sideshow of people still weird enough to be watching DVDs, this is the region-free Megatek Mega DVD Mega Player Mega Review. The Megatek region-free DVD player is available on Amazon for $40. It has over 17,000 reviews, averaging a rating of 4.4 out of 5. The box includes the DVD player, an HDMI cable, a set of RCA cables, and a remote. That's everything you need to get going. With a footprint roughly the size of 2 DVDs laid side by side, this little guy doesn't demand a lot of space. It plays all the things except for Blu-ray. Literally, all the things except for Blu-ray. The settings cover the typical gamut of things allowing you to change between NTSC and PAL formats, changing the output resolution, the TV type, and all your typical settings such as brightness, contrast, etc. Nothing overly exciting to see here. While it takes a hot minute for the Megatek to boot up, and another hot minute for it to read a disc, it's otherwise very responsive. Here I am banging on the open-close button on the remote, and the tray responds very well to this level of abuse. Pausing and unpausing is also extremely responsive, as well as stopping playback and starting it again. The main appeal of the Megatek DVD player is its region-free capability. It can handle discs from anywhere around the world. That's exactly why I bought one. I made a video about the US Doctor Who DVDs that stopped working due to manufacturing issues from Warner Brothers. In the comments, several viewers pointed out that the British Region 2 releases don't suffer from this problem, so I picked up those UK DVDs and needed a player that could actually play them. So what are DVD regions and why do they exist? DVD regions are codes that restrict the playback of DVDs to specific geographic areas, allowing rights holders to control the distribution of their content. Each region corresponds to different countries, with Region 1 covering the United States and Canada, and other regions designated for other countries. Region 0 is region-free and will play in any DVD player. Region 7 is reserved and hasn't been used for anything and likely never will. And interestingly, Region 8 is for international aircraft and ships. I never heard of that one before. DVD regions were created to control when movies would be rolled out to different countries, to allow for different packaging, pricing, and marketing to different regions. Also, to curb copying DVDs between regions, and for language and format differences, such as language tracks, subtitles, video formats, etc. And this mighty little box does exactly what it advertises. It plays both my Region 1 and Region 2 DVDs flawlessly and hassle-free. The Megatek also supports VCD Playback. I didn't own any VCDs, so I picked this up from eBay for this video. If you aren't familiar with what a VCD is, think about it as if a CD and a DVD had a baby, except that the DVD would have to build a time machine because VCDs existed before DVDs. A VCD is a movie or TV show burned onto a CD. A typical movie would usually span 2 VCDs because you can't fit an entire movie on a single CD. These were very popular in Asia for a time because they were super easy to pirate and copy, but they didn't really catch on anywhere else in the world. And that's because the image quality isn't great. It's kind of dog shit. And as soon as DVD came out, the VCD format faced a quick death. Here's what the screen looks like when you're playing a CD. It's fine. The Megatek player can be used as a CD transport by connecting it to an external DAC. This is only going to be of interest to serious audiophiles and likely not anyone watching this video, so I won't delve into any more detail here. And I don't know why you would want to do this, but the Megatek supports ripping CDs to a USB drive. I mean, it's cool, but it doesn't support proper naming or tagging, so the resulting file names are a mess. You could go in after the fact and clean this up manually, but CD ripping software on a computer does all of that for you. You can also plug in a USB drive up to 128 gigabytes, and it will play back MP3s, images, or DVD VOB rips. Taking a quick look at image playback, it isn't the fastest thing in the world, but it works. The ability to play DVD VOB files is probably the most interesting and useful thing here, as it would allow you to rip about 16 dual-layer DVDs to a single thumb drive and not have to swap out DVDs. In a day and age where anything cheap is disposable garbage that will break in a year or two, it's very refreshing to come across something cheap, like this DVD player, that is not only inexpensive, but it appears to be built well, with a solid metal chassis, and it does what it's supposed to do, and it does it well. But then there's the question of all the things it does. Does anyone need a standalone device that rips CDs to MP3s without any proper naming or tagging? Does anyone still have CDRs that they need to play? And does anyone out there have a VCD collection that they need a player for? While many of these features are neat, they are better suited for the 1990s. The DVD VOB playback from a USB stick is a nice feature though, and you could fit a bunch of DVD rips onto a USB stick and have a mini library at your disposal. But all of those interesting but probably useless features aside, at its core, this inexpensive little box does its primary function of playing DVDs admirably. But more importantly, it's a no-hassle, region-free DVD player with both HDMI and composite video output, which allows you to easily connect it to an old CRT television. So, if you're interested in those things, this little guy is well worth the $40.